Alright, up next I have here is a Eureka 1945B with dial nap, 5.5 high performance motor, edge cleaner, and Viber groomer to brush roll, which means that not only has the brush strips but also these beater bars as well to really help agitate thoroughly onto the floor. And that's the rest of the info there. I've had this machine now for a year and a half. I got it from the thrift store for 15 bucks. And this was the condition it was in when I found it. The only thing I did really was just blowing it off for this video. But other than that, the belt is snapped, so you won't be able to hear the brush roll rattling onto this carpet. Although you could see some dust coming out of the outer bag. Maybe not, but I'll get to that point in just a sec. And I don't know if you can tell, but the handle is kind of tilted. It's like leaning towards to the right. I'm pretty sure that's common with these F&G style uprights. But overall, I'm just happy to have one. I'm pretty sure, if not certain, that this was a childhood machine of mine. If so, one of my classmates had one of these before. When I went over to their house one time, I mean, this was pretty much as close as I remembered from the machine. I did remember, however, that their outer bag fell over and I attempted to reinstall it back onto here but couldn't. Maybe this broke off. I don't know. Eventually that vacuum did get replaced. And I just really have a soft spot for these F&G uprights. I mean, they're my most favorite director machines ever, if not one of my all-time favorite vacuum designs. But when I think of a vacuum cleaner, I think of something like an F&G upright where you have nothing but the cleaner head, the big outer bag, no hose or attachments, just cord and a height adjuster. I mean, these were just how vacuums were back in the day, not like the newer crap with all the wiring and circuitry and lots of features that just makes it more complicated to clean and to repair, of course. Even though the belts stretch out like crazy, and I really do hate the way that these bags use. I mean, they're not only a pain to put on, but also they just have really, really poor filtration from the paper bags, of course. So, that's one of the things that I dislike about these vintage models, is that these outer bags have really, really poor filtration, and they just don't help for the fact that these single layer paper bags just blow out all sorts of dust out. And then not to mention, of course, that these outer bags even tear up quite a bit. I was very lucky and fortunate enough to where I don't have any tears on this one. So that's why they've improved that over where they have thicker outer bags and, of course, synthetic cloth bags as well. You could even convert these over to use ST bags if you wanted to as well, which I much prefer over F&G. But I really do like that on these older vintage models that they have these handle grooves right here. I'm pretty sure they continue to use that until they discontinued, or Eureka discontinued, the 1934B from their line. Yeah, because I think the 1934B that's at my work does have the finger grooves on there. So anyways, overall, great machine. Another annoying thing is that the cord is ridiculously short with no quick cord release. But if you were to use this at like an apartment, that's pretty forgiving. But if you were to clean the whole house with it, I would prefer to have a longer cord on, like on my sanitary, for example. Still, nonetheless, I think these are fun machines to use. And of course, they're excellent cleaners for having not only a ton of vegetation, but also a ton of airflow as well. So, other than that, I'll go ahead and get to it. So, this is what the plug looks like. And these I eventually later got from the thrift store. I'm pretty certain I didn't get this the exact same time as this, but when this was stored over there, I just snuck the bags right here. So, but like I said, these are terrible paper bags, but at least it's better than having to use one without it. I mean, I've seen F&G uprights with no outer bags inside of them, and oh man, that's when the allergies start to kick in for me. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and turn this on. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.